what I've got on that data sheet is some finishing ages for the Portland Marathon in 2013. I've got some finishers that were in the top and the bottom. I put that in quotes. I defined the top and the bottom because when I was on their site randomly sampling, I went to the first 5 pages of finishers and sampled from that. And then I went to the last 5 pages of finishers. They're all put in chronological order, fastest to slowest. So top means the top finishers, the fastest finishers. Bottom means the slowest finishers. And I just randomly sampled from those pages. That's all I did. There's nothing magic about top or bottom. Nothing mathematical or scientific. Just they were fast. They weren't as fast. You still ran a marathon, which is, hell yeah, it's ridiculous. I've run a couple of myself. I don't do it again. Can I tell you about Emma at Boston? They're 3:13. She's like, it's not that impressive. Yeah, no, it's not. You're right. 3:13 is not impressive at all. And she came to school on Tuesday. She ran the damn thing on Monday in Boston. And was back here on Tuesday, walking up the stairs at 8 o'clock in the morning when I saw her. I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, suffering. I was like, yes, go and sleep. Anyway, she's a beast, total beast. So what I want to do is, I want to know, on average, how old is a top finisher at the Boston Marathon, and how old is a bottom finisher in the Boston Marathon. And I also like to figure out the standard deviation around that average, because an average by itself, as we've talked about, is somewhat misleading. It's somewhat misleading without a plus or minus. You know, you have to know what that margin is around the center measure to have an idea of how spread out the data is. So let's take a look at the top. We'll do the top one manually, and then we'll go to the bottom one with the TIs. Because you'll see, once you see the manual calculation, you're like, oh, I got it. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. So let's start the way we started with Bert and Ernie. Okay? So the way we did with Bert and Ernie